have this recurring conversation with people, and I had one yesterday where someone was telling me how they just can't change their life because it's too hard. It's impossible. And, I say, well, it's not impossible. And they say, yeah, but it's not impossible, but it's so hard. It may as well be impossible. And, the conversation was longer than that, but I'm going to share with you the wisdom that I shared with this person. And maybe it was garbage, but I'm hoping it was wisdom. There is this idea that to change your life, you have to make little tiny incremental steps to get to the change. Now, that is true in some aspects. You need to sometimes make small steps and just keep going along this path to get to where you want to go. But there are a lot of circumstances where baby steps won't do it. You cannot take a small step to get where you need to go because you make one change and it doesn't work because there's all these other things around it that are affecting what you're trying to change that won't let you change it. And I'm just going to give you one pretty simple example. This is a very simple example. A lot of people feel just terrible all the time, like in their body, healthfully. They just feel not good all the time. Their body just doesn't feel good. They're not comfortable ever. Now you could say to fix this, you could either get more sleep or you could get more exercise. You could say those are your two incremental steps toward feeling better. But if you just try to get more sleep and make that your first step, the problem is you're not going to be able to get more sleep because if you don't get any exercise during the day, you can't go to sleep at night. And I'm sure so many people have experienced this, and I experienced this when I have a day when I haven't physically done enough. You lay there in bed and you're like, okay, go to sleep, but your body is saying, no, I haven't done anything today. I need to do something. I'm restless. And you lay there and you can't sleep and you're like crying because your mind is so tired and you just want to go to sleep, but your body is like, no. And then you wake up the next day and you're too tired to exercise. So you can't just change one of these things. You can't just say, all right, I'm going to make myself feel better just by exercising. Because you're too tired to do it. You need to make that huge leap to say, all right, I'm going to get more sleep and I'm going to exercise. Because right now I'm in a hole. And I need to jump out of this hole by doing both of these things at the same time. And it's going to be difficult. Because once you're in this hole where you feel terrible in your body and you don't want to exercise and you can't sleep, you can't just make one change. You have to do the whole thing at once, and you just have to take this, like this will. You just have to say, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks regardless of how hard it is. And then you're going to have the change. And if you only try to change one of those things, you'll be spinning your wheels forever. A lot of times, when you want to change things in your life, you have to change a whole bunch of related things all at once. And that's how you get to the next step. I could give you a million examples of this. Like the conversation I had yesterday was going off grid. And the person said, yeah, but it's so much energy I need. I need like 4 million solar panels. But the thing is, if you're going off grid, you're doing that to be in nature, not to sit there watching your TV all day. So realize that those things go together. You cut your energy, your electricity needs down to like 10% or maybe even less. And you start doing things that don't need electricity. But you have to do them both at the same time. It doesn't make sense to go, well, to try to make this $1 million, energy producing solar array that you're not going to need. Because you're just going to waste all your time trying to do this thing that you're not going to need. Sometimes people think they just need more money. And they just need to get this job where they can get all the money in the world and then they can buy the stuff that makes them happy, because that's the only thing that makes them happy. But no, you can't just fix your life with one thing. And you don't need all that money. What you need to do is get a job that you like. Then you'll be happier, and you won't constantly feel the need to buy junk to try to make yourself feel happier. See, when you want to tackle problems in life, make your life better, do good things for other people, blah, 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 just make everything around you better in general, you can't look at it like you can just fix one tiny piece of the puzzle and leave the whole thing there as a mess. No, you have to fix an entire row for it to stay, and then you move up and fix the next entire row. You have to fix like arrays of things that are wrong in your life all at once, because they all affect each other. And the one you don't fix will ruin all the other ones you're trying to fix. So just fix them all at once. And I know it's harder to make that leap, but if you just get yourself organized, write it down, whatever your problem in life is, just figure out all the aspects of your life that are causing that problem, and just tackle them all at once. And most of the time, you will find that as you start tackling these problems, you'll realize, oh, I fixed these 3 things, and these 6 over here just disappeared. They don't matter anymore. Because the more things you fix that are related to each other, the more it affects the entire thing. So don't tell me you can't do what you want to do in your life, because if you just change this one thing, then you'll have all these other problems. No, you have to make a leap. You can't do everything with incremental changes. Sometimes you have to make huge leaps, and then they turn out not to be as huge as you think. So just go for it. Besides, what do you have to lose? You're going to die anyway.